Hi there, I'm Dr. Alyssa, and welcome to the Trimester Bubble. I'm a chiropractor and dynamic body balancing facilitator at Body and Balance Chiropractic. We support mamas, mamas-to-be, and babies by helping them live their best lives. Here on the podcast, we bring you educational content for your pregnancy journey and guest specialists to support that beautiful pregnancy. We know that this is often a confusing and lonely time, and all of us here at the Trimester Bubble want to support you on your journey that is mamahood and raising little ones. If you are local to the Boulder, Colorado area, I'd love to invite you to our quarterly pain-free pregnancy class. It meets in person at the Community Roots Midwife Collective, and we discuss why pain is common but not normal, and what you can do at home to have a pain-free pregnancy. Plus, you'll meet other moms and build your community. We'll be meeting on the second Tuesday of October at 5 p.m. for 1 hour plus time for Q&A. For more information and to sign up, head over to our website, www.bodyandbalancechiropractic.com, and click on Schedule Online and select classes or support groups. If you love this episode and feel like sharing it with a friend, send the link along. It means so much to us. All right, let's get into the episode. Hey mamas, it is Dr. Alyssa, and welcome back to another episode of the Trimester Bubble. So this week, we're going to talk about all things pregnancy. We see a lot of pregnant patients in the office, and over the course of my years in practice, I've realized that there is a ton of information out there, and it is completely and utterly overwhelming. What should I eat? How much should I eat? Which position should I sleep in? Is technology around me safe? How do I be pregnant? We have our family members giving their opinions. We have our friends giving their opinions. We have the little old lady walking down the street trying to kiss your belly. So pregnancy has become this event that is so overwhelming. And I thought today we would just bring it back to basics. First and foremost, remember your intuition. Remember your knowing. I always encourage our patients to really focus on trusting their gut. You're the one who's pregnant. So remembering to touch in, and if it doesn't feel right to you, then it's probably not right for you. And if it feels like something that would be okay, you're probably gonna be okay. So remember to listen to your gut and have that be part of your guiding sense of what should come and shouldn't come on your pregnancy journey. And also remember, it's okay to set your boundaries with your family, with your friends, with the strangers on the street. If you're feeling overwhelmed and you don't want more information, one, turn off this podcast because I'm about to give you more information. And two, you're welcome to say to people around you, hey, you know what? I'm feeling overwhelmed and I need a little break for a second. And listen to that. So with that being said, if you want to skip this one, go for it. Otherwise, what I'm going to do today is cover just some of the basics. So if you are in that state of overwhelm and you don't know where to start, we're going to go over just a handful of things that'll help lead you in the right direction on what kinds of foods you should be avoiding and adding, what you can do from a sleep perspective, how you can help manage your mindset and your stress levels. And then finally, some basics on exercise and movement. So we're going to go over those 4 things in little bite-sized pieces to help you feel more at ease with your pregnancy. Okay, so thing number 1 is food. And food is such an overwhelming topic. We're hoping to have somebody come in and talk specifically pregnancy nutrition soon. So stay tuned where we'll dive in a little bit deeper. But for today, I just wanted to give you some general ideas of things you can do that shift how you're eating while you're pregnant. So first are things that you want to start avoiding. And that will be things like caffeine. Caffeine does travel to baby and can hype baby up. There is some research showing that it can lead to early labor and delivery. And so that's one of those things that you want to take off the list. You also want to take off any type of artificial sweeteners. Same thing, there's research that does go to baby, and we want to make sure that we keep as many things that have effects on baby away from baby during pregnancy. And then you also want to be really mindful of the sugars and how many refined sugars you're having. So anything with white sugar in it, cane sugar in it, you want to be really mindful. What this sugar does is it will affect your blood sugar levels, and you'll have high highs and low lows. And as we're working at helping you stay balanced throughout your pregnancy, with pregnancy hormones, we also want to work on balancing that blood sugar. When we balance the blood sugar, we help to balance the hormones and keep your system in a state of homeostasis or balance. So making sure you're mindful, reading the ingredients on labels to see what kind of sweeteners that are being used. When you're cooking at home, think about alternative sweeteners, whether that be honey or agave. Or can you do something without the sweetener? So just start using this as an opportunity to think outside of the box and see what things you can come up with that will help you. So we are avoiding caffeine, avoiding artificial sweeteners, paying attention to how much sugar is in what we're eating. And then the last piece on things to avoid is prepackaged food. You want to try your best to make your food at home from scratch. I always recommend looking at a grocery store, and you want to go around the perimeter and get your things like your fruits, your vegetables, a little bit of breads, and then keep moving your way along through the dairy, etc. You want to avoid all those prepackaged snack aisles, the prepackaged bakery items, the prepackaged just frozen meals in general. There are a lot of chemicals and preservatives in those. And as much as we can keep you away from that, that is one other little step you can do to have a healthier pregnancy. And so we're avoiding those handful of things, and then we're going to add in some nutrients. And there are two biggies that I always recommend. One is a prenatal, to make sure that you're boosting up your vitamin load and your mineral load. As you're going through pregnancy, we see things like anemia, where your iron gets low, or our omegas are low, which helps with baby brain development. So you want to make sure that your prenatal has iron in it. And you also want to make sure that you're getting a healthy dose of omega vitamins. So I'll link my favorites in the show notes, but those are two things that you want to check out. And then last thing on food is making sure that you're eating small meals throughout the day. I usually recommend every few hours getting in a little bit of a snack. This once again helps to manage our blood sugar, which helps to manage the morning sickness. So small meals, add some vitamins and minerals, and then avoid caffeine, sugar, artificial sweeteners, and prepackaged foods. And those are a really nice baseline for food and nutrition during your pregnancy. The second thing that I always get asked about is, how do I sleep and not hurt my back? As baby grows, our posture shifts each and every day. And so low back pain, sciatica, mid back pain are all really, really common complaints that we get at Body Imbalance. And these complaints, they add up over time. And one of the big things we talk about is how to sleep. You are usually sleeping on your side because sleeping on your stomach probably doesn't feel good anymore. And sleeping on our back, we want to be really mindful. We have a big artery that runs down the center of our body that gives blood to baby. So as baby gets bigger and we're sleeping on the back, the weight of baby can compress that artery, which is why everyone recommends that you sleep on your sides. So I recommend going from side to side. You usually are up in the middle of the night going to the bathroom and flipping from side to side. This helps keep your body straight and aligned, and pillows become your best friend. You want your head balanced with your neck, and then a pillow supporting baby, a pillow supporting your back, and a pillow in between your legs. And you want to find that balance and that strength through your system to help keep you aligned, keep baby aligned, and to alleviate some of those aches and pains that can grow throughout the day. There are a ton of pregnancy pillows. Most of my patients find that the U pillow is super helpful, or just using little pillows that they have around the house. So you can Google those and find a plethora of them, but those are fan favorites at Body and Balance. So check those out. And the other thing is if you wake up on your back or on your right side, it's okay. Our bodies are really smart, and they will tell you if you need to move, because that artery that goes to baby also goes to your legs, and your legs will go numb before baby doesn't get blood. So if you wake up and you're on your back, it's okay. You're probably woke up because your body is like, hey, you need to move. So if you wake up like that, no problem. Just roll over and you're good to go. So I know that's a big fear of like, oh my gosh, I keep waking up on my back. It's okay. Your body's waking you up on purpose. So remember that when you have those moments of just, okay, cool, I'm awake. Let's go ahead and move. All right. So there is sleep. 1, 2, 3. Our third thing is the impact of stress during pregnancy. And this one is a biggie. We really want to do our best to maintain as stress-free of an environment as we can for you and for baby. Cortisol is our stress hormone, and as that goes up, it can affect all the other hormones in our body, and it can also affect babies. So our goal is, what can we do to counteract that? And some of my favorite things to recommend, especially if you're a mom of more than one and you have a toddler running around while you're pregnant, stress management can be a little tricky. So when you are going to the bathroom, I want you to take that time and take 5 deep breaths, and inhale, silence, and exhale anything that's racing through your mind. Inhale, silence, exhale anything that's racing through your mind. This is a really easy thing. You're usually going to the bathroom and you usually will have those 15, 20 seconds somewhat to yourself. And if you happen to have a toddler in there with you, then it's time for everybody in the room to breathe. Just by taking these breaths, it's going to start to regulate your nervous system, start to bring you back to that rest and digest place, and get you away from that go, go, go stressful piece of your nervous system. So 1 is to breathe. The other thing that you can do is get support for your body, whether that is a prenatal massage, whether that is going to your chiropractor, acupuncturist. Finding support, it's twofold. 1, at least within a chiropractic office and within massage and acupuncture, we specialize in helping to regulate your nervous system. So we're going to naturally bring you down out of that stressful place. 2, you get some time to yourself. You get some quiet time. You get some time to connect to baby and to be away from your day in and day out. So look for support. I usually recommend at least once a month for some type of body work to help you find that peaceful time and to help you manage your stress. And it's also important to ask for help. If you're feeling overwhelmed at home, if you're feeling overwhelmed at work, remembering that your energy might not be where it usually is. And it's okay to call in that pinch hitter and get a little bit of extra support as you're going through this journey. And last but not least, the major questions I get asked are about activity and exercise. It's, can I keep doing my CrossFit? Should I keep lifting weights? Can I keep running? What should I stop? What should I start? So one, pregnancy is not a great time to start anything that you haven't already been doing. Unless, I have one unless that thing is walking. So my number one exercise recommendation is to walk and start small. Start 5 minutes a day and add 5 minutes on every other walk. And your goal is to walk 45 minutes, 3 to 5 times a week. This is going to help you build some strength, stability within your muscles. It also, the walking motion moves your pelvis. So it's going to put flexibility and stretch and strength within those pelvic floor muscles, which is really important for delivery, is to have the pelvic floor agile. When it comes to strength and yoga, all great ways to maintain your flexibility and to maintain the tone of your body. You just don't want to go beyond where you were when you were pregnant. Your body's doing a lot of work making a baby. And so you don't want to add in that additional stress of having it learn some type of new activity. So keep it light, keep it gentle. And your goal is to build tone and resilience, not necessarily a ton of strength. And that sums it up for today. So a quick reminder of pregnancy basics that will hopefully help you take some of the stress out of this time and really be able to focus in and connect with baby and connect with your pregnant self. So we talked about food, sleep, stress management, and activity. And hopefully you grabbed a nugget or two of something that'll help you find more ease during your pregnancy. As always, if you have any questions, please reach out. All right, until next time. Thank you so much for joining us on the Trimester Bubble. We so appreciate your support. If you know another mama or mama-to-be who could use the information in this episode, please send this link to them. We also love hearing from you. Please send us a message and let us know any thoughts or questions about this episode. I'm Dr. Alyssa with the Trimester Bubble, and we'll see you soon.